you guys are continuing to walk around after failing at hitting the bell at the test of strength game.
Rigged.
Rigged. Hashtag rigged.
That's why our smartest one did best. He was, figured our way around the rigging with geometry and physics.
As you guys are walking around, you pass by a familiar game to Justin. Justin spent some time at the balloon dart game. Not too long ago. That's where he got his precious frog from. You can see that there's a crowd of people around it, a lot of flashing lights. It seems to be an action-packed scene. But you do notice something disheartening as you start to hear some people go, "Hey, watch it! Hey, I was in line. What are you doing?" And all this kind of like shouting taking place. You can see kind of cutting through line, making their way directly to the front of this dart station. A very rotund individual has his hair pulled back extremely tight into this little ponytail in the back. He's got a purple, what looks to be like 80s hairband metal shirt on with a black leather jacket on that looks pretty large, but still not big enough to where he could actually zip it closed. He's wearing blue jeans that seem to be pretty baggy and got holes all through them, and he's got like these boots on as he's kind of like walking up. And behind him is this very tall, lanky individual. Almost looks like he's got kind of like an ostrich-style neck as he's walking. His hair is kind of filled with a bunch of grease, and it's just going everywhere. And it looks like he's just aggressively chewing on some gum in his mouth. As they are just kind of like walking up, kind of pushing their way through the crowd, and the rotund individual in the front grabs out of his actually he reaches down into his sock and he pulls out this what looks to be wad of cash, and he just slams it down onto the platform as people kind of get disgusted and start to walk away as they've been cut in line and seem to be like mumbling, "Oh, fine, we'll just go play another game. Bunch of jerks."
Lily will probably be like, her helper syndrome comes up. It's like, well, that's rude. That's not okay. It's not his turn.
Why are you surprised?
Well, it's not that I'm surprised that people are shitty. I'm just surprised that everybody is letting him.
I mean, would you want to wait with somebody who's got sock money opting around?
She's probably like, you know what? If nobody else will say something, I'll say something. She'll walk over and she said, "Hey, you! That's not okay."
Are you talking to me?
Yes, Sock Money, I'm talking to you.
Hey, this is hard-earned cash.
That's great,
okay?
But even if you earn it the hard way, whatever hard means to you, pun. Now, you should be at the back of the line. That is so rude.
He looks back and there's no line anymore.
Like, yeah, they all walked away.
I guess I'm at the back of the line now, huh?
Yeah, you took all his business.
And then this lanky guy like comes over his shoulder and goes, "Yeah, he's the back of the line now. You watch and learn. Watch what Bulk can do. He's been the world champion, the 9 and 10-year-old division for the last 3 years running. Watch him with his darts."
Very impressive, since he doesn't look like he's under 10 anymore. And who invited the cows in here?
Lily, just it may be the 9 and 10 IQ division.
Good point. That would also explain while he is chewing like a cow with 5 stomachs.
Thank you.
How many platforms are there to throw darts at a time?
Honestly, it's just like a platform there. It looks like you could have like as many people standing up there as comfortably possible. Like it looks like this carny is trying to maximize his profits.
So I'd like to step up and give it a try.
Oh, sure, absolutely. So you're gonna step up.
Yeah, Yeah.
And
Well,
as you
they're
as you step up and you kind of like set some money down, the carny brings over some. It's like a couple dollars, and you get 3 darts to throw. So they set the darts down kind of in front of you. There's 3 darts in front of Bulk there, and he reaches down and he picks up one. And as you get like beside him, he just kind of gives you a glare. It's like
to wink at him.
you wink at him.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, you think
Distraction.
you think you're something special, huh?
No, I'm just here to throw darts.
Yeah, and she can chew with her mouth closed. She's pretty amazing.
I can chew with my mouth closed too.
Prove it.
You look like a cow chewing.
He looks at you and smiles. Thank you.
Somebody go get that peanut butter pickle. That'll at least keep it close.
Walt kind of looks like he's getting ready with his dart, and he looks at it. He gets it set up. He's holding it very steady in front of him. He kind of pulls back his jacket away from one side a little bit to help to free his motion, and he takes it and he goes and throws it towards the board, and it just barely misses this yellow balloon that's kind of dangling there, and just hits the kind of cork board that's behind. It goes into the cork board, and he looks kind of. It was just my first throw. Had to get warmed up first. As he looks over to you, Ash.
Yeah, of course. Warm up.
Correct. Go ahead, Ash. Show him.
Yes.
So Ash, you're going to go ahead and make, this is going to be, there's 2 different skills you could use for this. You could use either finesse or you could use targeting.
They're literally the same for me.
Is that the same for you? Okay, you got it.
I think targeting sounds cool, and I would like to specifically aim at that yellow balloon that he shot at.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, this is good. I like it.
Yes.
The difficulty on this currently is an 18.
Well,
So you're saying there's a chance? No, there's not.
Oh, just barely.
oh,
So Ash,
hurt.
you launch this dart across, and it's one of those things where it just grazes the side of the balloon, just pushes it out of the way just enough for it to stick into the cork board behind it. You hear the tall, lanky individual go, nice try. So Bulk reaches down and takes his second one. Starts to step up, and he kind of looks around and he sees Goose and Justin and Sawyer all standing around too. He's like, watch and learn, dweebs. And he gets ready and he tosses another one. This one gets closer, but still misses. It kind of goes right in between where Ash's hit the bulletin, the corkboard, and where Bulk's first one sinks in. It goes right in between.
Oh yes, thank you for showing us how not to do it.
You're way better at physics than he is.
That dart was weighted funny. I could feel it.
And then I start looking at them, walk to it, I'm like, you know what? Let me try. Let me see what I can do.
Okay. So you're gonna set down some money too. He
Yes,
brings
sir.
the carny brings you 3 darts. Ash, go ahead and make your second throw if you'd like to make another throw. Are you gonna aim for the same balloon? There's tons of balloons up there.
I'm partial to the yellow one that we're attacking.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna hold the dart a little bit and kind of, like he was saying, it's weighted funny. So I'm gonna take an extra moment to just be like, okay.
Okay. Yeah, and as you're feeling it, it doesn't feel any different from the first one that you threw. It's
Just more making a shot.
Is there a way that I can go and do one with her at the same time and see if we could hit at the same time?
Sure. Yes.
Yeah.
I will
Can I
say
be
Is
still
sure.
here the entire time?
there like a
Yeah,
help
yeah.
action? Maybe Justin could tell her what angle to throw at.
Yeah, you could technically. I would have to. I mean, you could. Justin could come up closer and look around and do a little snooping like Ash did on the first game if he'd like to.
Yeah,
to look
actually,
around.
I could do that because I do have my alertness is pretty good.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna let you do. I'm gonna let you choose for this one. Let me grab my little sheet back up here. Give myself a reference for this game. Okay. So you could do this. You could do alertness. You could also do let me see your character sheet really quick. So you could do alertness, or you could do I would let you use even science or technology for this particular role.
Well, they're all the same. Well, no, alertness and tech is the same. So we'll just go with. I'll go with tech. Maybe
Go
it's
with tech.
something technological there.
Okay, well, technology. I'm going to allow you to roll this at a difficulty 10
All right,
There's hope.
because of the skill that you chose.
here we go.
Come on.
We got a green
Finally.
number!
Yay!
Finally.
Justin, one thing that you find peculiar, and you notice in regards to the technology that is surrounding this, when you look up into the top, like above where the cork board is, there are these metal-grated fans up there that are positioned in the rafters that look as if they were positioned there to kind of blow cool air down onto the carny to make his life a little bit more comfortable. Like one would assume that looking, but using your technological brain, you can see that that wind is affecting the balloons on the board. It's giving them a little bit of motion, a little bit of shift to make them harder targets.
Perfect. Well, not perfect for us. Guys, beware the wind. Yes. The air conditioner is definitely helping the balloons to sway as your wind from the dart is going one way, the wind from the air conditioner has to be carrying it the other. So like,
It's like
you have
Ash is doing all math lady in my brain. Like she's like, if the wind comes from here,
She's working on her trajectory right now. Like there's beautiful mind moments. And
yes.
Okay. So you guys are going to just take that information and try to use it as for this throw?
Yeah.
Okay. What I will
Yeah.
do, because of that success, is I will give you each an upshift 1 because of that new knowledge on your roll. Okay?
Alright. And I am. So is that a 1d2? Sorry, in the. How do you upshift?
When it'll ask you for it in the
That-
pop-up menu when you make the roll. It'll ask you to upshift, and I think it's like in parentheses it'll say +1 or something like that over on the side. Should just select
there
that
it is.
one.
Ah,
Yep.
I see.
Mhm.
Yep, there we go. And difficulty is still. 18?
Difficulty's still the same, still 18, because
Okay.
the fans, they're still blowing. You just now are aware of them, so you get a little bit of an advantage on them.
There we go.
With this new information, can Sawyer record the entire thing? Because if we can, embarrass Bulk and Skull while we're at it.
Absolutely.
We haven't
Absolutely.
seen you all day. You've been in the back during the whole time.
It's like, I'm gonna put this on
like-
TikTok.
You to the side.
Put it up. I'm just waiting.
It's gonna be going viral through Angel Grove here soon.
All right. Ready?
So is Goose throwing too?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. And
You said targeting or
Targeting or finesse, your choice.
shift up.
I'm going.
Come on.
Oh!
Oh! Dang.
I have 3 darts. I got 1 left.
Oh,
Oh no!
So here's what happens. You guys, you're trying to time this right, but you don't quite time the release of these darts at the exact same moment. And Ash is just a little bit ahead of yours, Goose, and it bumps the balloon out of the way, and then yours just sinks into the backdrop as well without hitting the actual. The yellow balloon just bounces a little bit, and then eventually rests. All these missing darts like are surrounding it right now.
Okay.
Ash's skill go down.
Okay.
Well, no, I rolled a D.
Oh, it's
That's just what I rolled in my.
If you hover over
Oh.
it, it says that it rolled a D8, but she only rolled a 2 on the D8, which is
Because
which is
I'm like,
what-
oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
If you
you
hover
roll that.
over, if you hover over each one of the rolls, it'll tell you exactly where the math came from for each one.
that is cool.
Yeah.
Who
that
rolls
makes sense.
money?
Alright, so
Sawyer,
one we
don't post that one.
this one we got.
Just secretly deletes it.
Yeah.
We,
So, and
we're
one thing I do want to mention for you guys in the future, you guys do have a pool of 5 story points, remember? And one of the options I think it is, if you roll a 1 on any die, you can re-roll it. So in this case, like if you look at Goose Lee's roll, he rolled a 1 on his skill die. Technically, he could spend a story point and roll that skill die again and add the new result, but unfortunately, he only rolled a 2 on the D20, so it wouldn't help him here to do that. Like if he was close, he could say, yeah, I'm going to roll that D6 again and try to get it over the target. So just so you guys are aware of that. That's one thing that our other group struggled to, was that the first game with story points, they didn't spend any or forgot that they had them. If you look, I think on that GM screen folder that I have in there, I think there's one that says what you can all spend story points on. So
Yes.
if you want to be reminded about that list, you guys can check that out too.
I just highlighted story points in my notebook.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing that everybody always forgets they have. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely another resource. Unfortunately, no go, and Bulk's like, well, fine. Last shot. Watch and learn. Watch and learn. Yeah, you show him, Bulk. Pop that balloon. And he's standing there, starts rubbing Bulk's shoulders a little bit behind him. Let go of me, idiot. And he grabs it, and he gets ready. This time he closes one eye, and he's looking right over top of the dart, pinpointing, trying to get a bead on the most accurate shot that he can make. And it's almost slow motion as he pulls back, and there's that theme song. Do 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 do. As this dart leaves his fingertips, it goes arcing forward, and you guys watch it go, and it makes contact with the yellow balloon. The yellow balloon gives a little bit and deflects the dart right off of the balloon in slow motion. It goes swinging back in spinning circles, and you hear, "Ow!" And you look over there, and the dart is like sticking out of the carny's butt cheek. Ow! What are you kids?
That's what you get for rigging the balloons.
And you see him, he kind of disappears behind the setup. And Bulk kind of looks and turns around at Skull. See? Stop breathing on me! And then he turns around, he like starts huffing and puffing and starts walking away, and Skull's just sitting there. Yeah, stop breathing on him! And turns and starts walking. And they just huff and puff out into the crowd, disappearing.
By any
I
chance, did I
understand
get
how
that
they
on camera?
graduated.
Oh, you got everything on camera. Yes.
Oh, this is gonna be going viral.
Now, Ash, you still got one more throw, and technically, Goose, you still have 2 throws if you guys would like to try.
I'll let Goose go next.
The carny is not present right now. He's currently trying to pull the dart out of his bum. But
I want to make sure that my dart is sharp.
oh, actually, whenever you look at that, you realize that might have been part of the problem. You're looking at the darts. The darts don't look very sharp. They look like they're dull.
Not lie. Ash has got a knife on herself. She's just gonna look.
Sharpening the dart a little bit. Okay.
little bit.
You got it. Go ahead and make your roll. And now that you have the sharpened dart, your difficulty is going to be 15.
I've rolled better than that. Okay. Do you want to roll your second one quick?
You know what I'm gonna
Or do you
do?
want me-
Because I'm not having a good luck today, so I'm gonna
Okay.
take my dart and I'm gonna give it to the only person I haven't used it yet, Sawyer, and I'm gonna have him throw one me while I hold the camera that he has of the phone.
Oh.
No.
And the other one I
Oh,
have
boy.
left, I'll give the other one because I have 2 left, right?
Yep, you had 2 left. Mhm.
I'm gonna give one to Sawyer. I'm gonna give one to Justin. I'm like, you guys try, see what happens.
Okay,
'Cause
so
I'm not feeling it. I
Sawyer
feel
and
too late.
Justin and Ash are all going to get throws. Ash, you guys are watching. Ash is over there with a knife that she pulled out, and she's like sharpening the tip of the dart.
She finishes, she like flips it up, catches it by the blade, and offers it to him. Like, you want to hone yours in?
You think I can do that?
Oh, you got this, boy. Okay, I'll even hold your little toy with me. I'll take care of it for you.
Hey, add an additional story point to your pool for that. That production of the toy. You guys now have 6 story points. Does somebody want to volunteer to keep track of the story points for the squad? Okay. Yeah.
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 You
All
got
right.
it.
Ash is gonna take it.
Yeah. Color code it. Yeah.
Perfect.
All
But
right.
yeah.
So, did you hand us the knife or the dart?
The knife.
Okay, I just wanted to making sure.
Yeah.
All right, I attempt to figure out how to whittle this down.
I mean, you can whittle it a little bit. It doesn't look as good as Ash's, but you think you sharpened it a little bit. And then you guys start to hear. It sounds like the carny's getting ready to come back out into the front.
Yeah, we'll toss this.
Okay. So so
sorry, I better hurry up. He's coming back. If you want to sharpen
Yes.
yours, now's the time.
Justin, give me the knife.
I hand you the knife.
Just like quickly whittles it in the corner. Like, come on,
and while you still have the knife in your hand, like you're like hiding in the corner, Sawyer, but the carny comes out like he's like holding his right butt cheek, and he's like, oh, those dang kids.
And Lily's gonna be like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
Oh
We still get the-
I'll be fine. You still kids, I'm sorry. You still got throws to make. Oh, I'm so sorry. What do you do with the knife, Sawyer?
just like slowly gives it back
Okay.
to Ash. Like, just take it. Just take it.
Just like behind the back.
Yeah, just behind the back. Like, take it. Take it.
I mean, she carries this knife all the time, so she just quickly puts it back in.
No.
There's like, she doesn't look. She's second nature, kind of like a cowboy spinning his pistol and like.
Excellent. Yes. So you
We
guys
still get the upshift for knowing the technology thing.
Yes, you still get the
Okay.
upshift 1, and the difficulty is reduced to 15 now that the darts have been sharpened.
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
Yep, I'm gonna stick with targeting again.
So which one is it? Is it targeting or
Targeting or finesse, your choice.
finesse?
Mhm.
I'll go with finesse.
Here we go.
Oh!
Whoa.
Look at
Oh.
Magic.
that!
I needed a knife.
You could have done it
So much
without
better
all
with a
the.
knife.
You could have done it without all the benefits there, probably.
So much better with a knife.
So close.
Justin was close.
1 second.
Wow.
Oh, Sawyer got it too. So you hear 2 pops, and 1 balloon just barely survives as Justin just barely misses it. It's almost like that you knew the fans were blowing up there, but it just caught a little extra boost of breeze or something that throw, and just threw your math, your physics offline. The carny feels kind of bad once again, Justin, and reaches down below the part, and he pulls out this like little plastic miniature of a chicken, and hands it to you. Here you go. I know you've spent a lot of money here today. I feel really bad, but here's another. This one's a friend for your frog.
Not bad enough. Oh, it's cute though.
Friends.
Aw.
Hey, its eyes almost look correct.
I imagine that Carney sitting in his camper at night in his RV and trying to paint the new miniatures for his thing. This one, he's gotten better.
So also now you guys, the ones that hit and pop the balloon, you guys get a choice of what toy you would like. Here's what's hanging around. There is a full-size basketball that's like tie-dye. Like it's not like an orange basketball. It's like a tie-dye looking basketball, but it looks like you could actually use it. An inflatable baseball bat. A cupcake-shaped backpack. An inflatable alien wearing an Angel Grove 52, number 52 jersey. A stuffed bumblebee. A cute purple monkey. Stuffed, of course. A stuffed ostrich. And a stuffed yellow Mighty Morphin Power Ranger that looks
Dibs.
like Justin.
Oh, I definitely dibs that one.
Okay.
Monkey.
Dang, you
You
beat
know-
me to it.
It's like, how do they know what Justin looks like?
Yeah.
I like monkeys.
It does look
Ah.
creepily, eerily similar.
Did you pose for this, Justin?
But we
It
Not
looks
with
exactly like your amazing character art done by our artist X on Twitter. Make sure you check him out. It's got that Super Saiyan power up pose going on.
Yes. Yeah, I kind of grab it. I look at it.
It's a decent size too. It's a
Yeah,
like a
this
3
was
foot tall,
really-
like
Oh, yep. No, I'm gonna sit there and like stare. I think Alpha and Zordon could use this to liven up. You know, they need some color. What do you think, Justin? Kind of hold it up next to him, like.
Then it'll be like I'm always there with them,
Yes.
whether they like it or not.
have we met them yet?
Yeah, we've been training with them.
Okay. That's that part.
Do you think if I take the alien, will that give them the wrong message?
Nah, that should be fine.
Alright.
Take the
Just
monkey.
grabs the alien by the hand and just like walks with it.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, you got the alien wearing the it's an inflatable alien wearing a Angel Grove number 52. It's like a football jersey. But it's like a massive inflatable alien. Like it's as tall as you are.
That would look pretty cool either in a dorm room or in the dojo.
Thank
Okay,
This
so
is our official
producer,
mascot.
So now you guys give ideas.
Alien
Alien
Judo.
Grove.
Yeah.
Ideas.
Fine. Where are you guys going? I give up.
We can make him our mascot. Ash, you could throw him instead if you want.
Not as cool though.
I think you could throw him without training.
Just
Me?
because I have
Or
the
him?
strength.
You could let other people try on the alien, you know, during the demonstration.
Hmm.
Yes. Look
Oh,
at
pop.
that.
Can
Good teamwork.
Well, if he pops, we haven't lost anything, so.
we don't say $20 playing all these games and we only won 2.
Well, this one was for bragging rights in you know, video. So actually, you could put this on your taxes as marketing expenses.
I would like to keep an extra eye open for what Vulcan, what's his face?
Skull.
Vulcan skull, yeah.
Vulcan Skull. So to try and walk past them with our really big.
Yes.
They don't seem to be in sight currently of you guys. They're on, they look like they've made their way on
Vulcan.
deep into the crowd. I mean, you have to go do some
Oh.
dive, like deliberately, like going to find them to boast your winnings.
We'll definitely be keeping an eye open for any disruptions in the crowd.
Okay, you got it. Perfect. Yeah, I'm sure if there's a disruption of the crowd, it's probably due to them. All right. Catching your eye just off the corner, you hear what it sounds like another person starts shouting like towards you guys. It says, "Wow! Now that looks like a group of winners." This is looking at all your prizes, Out of the corner of eye, you catch this teenager kind of sprawled out, like balancing on this ascending rope bridge type thing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these at amusement parks or something like that, where you have to like try to balance and climb up the rope bridge without falling on the inflatable thing underneath and get all the way to the top. It looks like this teen is like grabbing the next rung, then all of a sudden the ladder just begins to shake and spin, and it just dumps the teenager down onto the inflatable drop at the bottom, and just this air-filled mat just like consumes this teenager, and then you see this this carnival worker that's out there just goes, "See, loser! But you gave it a good try. Let's give him a hand, maybe two." And the crowd like starts like clapping along. And it looks like he could have used them about 10 seconds ago. Am I right? So who's next? That's it. That's my group of winners right there. Look at those prizes. Who's gonna tackle the rope bridge?
Sawyer's gonna.
Ooh. Now this is my skill.
Yeah. Sawyer's eyes probably go like, "Here, you film this." Alright.
He's like, yeah?
And here's an image of what you guys see.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes.
So this is like that thing you gotta kind of like climb up. I'm gonna put the map up so our people and friends in Twitch and
She looks evil.
yeah, that was the teenager falling off of the the ladder.
And I think I'd like to participate in this one, too.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anybody who would like to participate may. So this is
Let's
going
try
to
it, right?
Yeah.
We gotta take turns filming.
Now, once again, there is a similar like thing at the top. It's kind of like a bell that you have to ring at the top of the ladder, and this one is a test of agility. So this is actually going to require an acrobatics skill test for anybody who would like to try.
I would like to give it a go.
Okay,
Yeah.
you got it.
Show off.
You might want to go last because you want to show off.
Ooh, you got a point.
So after all our clumsiness, you're gonna show up and be like, "Ha!"
Save the day.
Then Ash, do you want to go first?
Yeah. Like, handing Justin the Power Ranger, and it's important that he carries it.
Twinsies.
And just kind of stretch out a little bit and test the ladder a little.
Okay, yeah. So you step on up, and I need you to make a difficulty 20 acrobatics skill test.
No.
Okay. So Lily wants us to watch really closely as Ash is doing this to see if she can, help herself. Like in which way it twists and what's going on, because she's not very good at this, so she's looking closely to try and get an edge.
Okay.
And what hurts me is out of game, I know how this is set up. I know the rig to this game. But,
Okay, let's hold on 1 second. I did see a note here that I need to address. If a character isn't actually specialized, or if you don't have any skills in acrobatics, your roll suffers a snag. So that's kind of like disadvantage. So you'd be rolling 2d20s, taking the lower. So if you don't have any skill points invested into acrobatics, it will be rolled with a snag.
Okay, good that I got a D2.
I know. I almost put an extra point into this, but I will deal with my D2. Boop. Nope.
Oh,
that was pretty good.
16.
Well,
So you
she
watch.
rolled a 1.
Oh, you well. But a
But that's
2.
not gonna do anything.
But
It would-
even
yeah,
if
it would-
you got a
yeah.
D2, it's a D2 won't help
Yeah.
in this instance. But with a 16, Ash gets about 3/4 of the way across. She starts out very well, It's keep balance, but as soon as you get to that halfway point, Ash, that's when things start really getting crazy because it's farthest away from where it's connected to the actual place, and it just starts shaking on you back and forth. Your legs start going different from your hands and arms, and you can hear the crowd chanting, "Go, go, 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 go!" as a crowd seems to gather around, and eventually the thing spins and you just get dumped off of the ladder, and you feel that comforting air mattress kind of feel as you slam into the bottom. The carny kind of looks at you. Oh, so close. But this ain't horseshoes. No prize for you. Another ticket gets you another try. Step right up.
All right, so Lily will go next. Did she see anything? I mean, that could help her.
Go ahead and you can make an alertness check.
Okay.
On this. The difficulty on this is going to be a 14.
And would I have learned anything from my experience?
Oh!
Oh, nice!
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
She was
Mine's
paying
just-
close attention.
Yeah.
Nat
She could
20
decide
too.
one of these.
Yeah, that's a nat 20 on the D20 roll. So now the way critical successes work in Power Rangers is the critical comes from your skill die, not from your D20. So even if you roll a nat 20, it's not really a crit in this game.
So I would have had to roll a 2 on that. No,
Well-
whatever. The
well, the
4
way-
or whatever the.
Well, the thing about this is you can't crit on a D2 because if you crit on a D2, you'd crit 50% of the time, whatever that equation would be. So they have it D4 and above. That's where you get your critical successes from. But this still is a success. So you're able to like glean information. You're watching this, Ash. You would probably figured it out too. The placement and balance of your hands on the actual rungs definitely helps to have a wider stance as you're going up. So it would give you a little bit of an edge, not too much. It doesn't seem like there's a way that you could rig this game in particular because it's just basically simple physics and how it works. It's all about balance, keeping yourself perfectly balanced, wide base, and just making sure you slowly keep that wide base and balance as you work up.
So Lily would look at Sawyer. It's like, you see that? I better keep my hands apart, right? Right? Okay.
Yeah. It's better center of balance.
All right. So
This will be
you said
acrobatics.
acrobatics.
I'm going to give you a plus upshift 1 because of your new knowledge. It's not going to change the difficulty. Difficulty is still a 20 because you're not
All right,
really changing
skill
the
shift
game.
is 1d4. Okay, there you go.
Yep.
And you said 14? No, 20.
20, yeah.
20.
Yeah, the insight was 14.
Oh!
So close.
You make it a little bit farther than Ash using your knowledge. Unfortunately, that thing got really rickety once you started getting close to that bell, and it flips you over and you tumble into the inflatable underneath. You kept a good center of gravity. You did really well, and you started to hear the cheers. The carny's like, "Oh, another close call. Unfortunately, I can't give a prize for close calls. Next."
Can we actually use our first story point to make Sawyer be like given the specialization in this?
You can. You totally can.
Because I mean, he's a
Okay.
parkour dude.
He is. Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys can spend a story point, and Sawyer, when you make this roll, it'll ask you if this is specialized, and you're going to say yes on your roll. And what that does is that rolls every die up to what you're skilled in. So if you have a D8 in acrobatics, it's going to roll all the skill die, the D6, the D4, the D2, and whatever roll goes highest, it's going to take it.
Okay. Do I get the skill shift because of Lily's knowledge?
Yes, you can have the skill shift up 1. It's still difficulty 20.
Okay.
You got this.
Alrighty. Let's go. And then, do I get an edge with this one or no? Just not one.
No, it would just be specialized, yeah.
Okay. Ah.
Wait, are you kidding me? A 2 was the highest you rolled on your skill die?
Oh no, it was.
It was.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
One.
how?
Yeah, a
Oh,
1, a 2, and a
no.
1 on the skill
Oh,
die.
man.
Oh, that's cruel and
So
unusual.
you get
Yes.
about the same distance that Ash got and get dumped off of the ladder. And you hear the crowd. They were cheering. They just go, "Oh!" simultaneously. And Carney's like, "Oh, that was a good try. Good effort. Good effort. But sorry, you're a loser."
I mean, Goose,
Sawyer-
do you
Sawyer
want
just
do you
goes
want to try? If you beat them all, we can put it together and say, look, they're really good, but you can be as good as Goose.
Marketing! Marketing! Make you the star.
Sure, I'll give it a try. See what happens.
Magic hands, and don't forget, keep the grip white.
Okay.
There, you got your upshift.
Yes, you can make a roll, Goose.
So
And
acrobatics.
acrobatics, difficulty 20. You do get an upshift of 1 because Lily is sharing her knowledge of.
It was
good
a skill
form.
shift.
It should say skill shift, and you're just gonna go. I think there's parentheses next to him.
Oh, 1.
You're
okay,
looking for the
You want the
plus
plus
1,
one.
yeah.
That's
Mhm.
one.
Yeah, that was terribly confusing me at first.
Yeah, I think they could have done a better job with that drop-down menu.
Yeah. It's like,
Oh,
you
God.
have no physics to do that.
Goose doesn't quite make it as far as you guys do. He only makes it about the halfway point, and then the ladder starts swinging wildly, and Goose is like, and falls off of the ladder.
I used to want to show off. Just keeping it
Right,
simple.
all right, we're not gonna post this part. No, not
Yeah,
this
no.
part.
No.
It's good that we didn't do this live.
Well, we
You're
still
right.
have Justin, right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
the new
can't wait to try this.
Come on, Justin, we all did it.
I'll try.
Team building, team building.
Or if you want, you can take the stuffy and just have him replace you instead.
Oh, we are alike.
Remember,
Speaking
this
of
is
this-
the fact- you rocked the strength chest.
Yes, you
That's
did.
true.
You did.
Physics,
That
physics.
is
Remember,
true.
white scans.
Real quick though, what would the prizes possibly be if I were to win?
Yeah, you're looking at the prizes? Excellent. Yeah.
I'm curious.
There is a 1-pound box of saltwater taffy. There is an oversized pair of bright pink sunglasses. There's a cheeseburger-shaped backpack. There's a stuffed teddy bear panda. A stuffed blue dolphin. Another stuffed ostrich. It seems like a lot of these places have like similar prizes, you know.
Similar
Every year.
one.
Yeah. It's a giant, multicolored puzzle combination, a Rubik's cube, basically. They just couldn't use Rubik's because that's a copyrighted thing, probably. And a stuffed aqua blue and purple Power Ranger that look very similar to Goose and Lily.
Before we start with Justin, I want to try to persuade her or him, that guy, to give me another try.
You just got to buy another ticket, right?
Yeah, of
That's what he
course.
said.
Of course you
Buy a
can.
ticket, try
Buy as
again.
many tickets as you'd like. I have the confidence that one day you will ring that bell.
Justin, you go first on that.
You guys don't have to make an insight check. You don't believe him one bit.
Yeah. All right. Well, thankfully, I get the upshift for knowing that because my acrobatics is 0, so that's gonna help.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna roll yours with a snag too because you don't have any. If you have a 0,
That's the last drop-down menu
Yeah,
where
the
it
last-
says edge or something.
yeah.
So then the upshift would be where it says fumble.
No, it is. Give me a sec.
So you upshift, and then at the very, very last drop menu, it will ask you if it's normal, edge, or snag.
So
still
No, I-
upshift.
No, I know,
skill
so
shift is where you upshift.
Yeah, so
Right.
you click on acrobatics. You're not using specialization, so you just leave it at
Right.
no and hit submit. Then your skill shift change.
You select
It
the
would-
one that in parentheses has +1.
Yeah, why does
Right,
it say
okay, so
fumble there? Yeah, select that. Select that. I'm not sure why it says that, but we're gonna.
If you make it.
there's no way I'm making this.
And then where it says difficulty,
Just trying.
you put your difficulty in,
And then snag.
and then snag. It's gonna be really hard for you.
Something more than a 7. Interesting. Oh, there it goes. It is a 7.
It is a 7. So
Yay! I'm
you-
just as bad as everybody else.
You made it up as far as Goose did, and you were dumped off of the ladder aggressively. Everybody kind of applauds your efforts. The carny not so much.
Yeah, but when Lily sees Goose step up to try again, she's like, you know what? Now that I've seen the price, I want to try again too. That one looks like us. Come on, Goose, we can do this. Hi, co-producer Timmy. We're kind of busy.
As a random stray cat rolls up next to Lily at the carnival. All right, you guys can go ahead and make an additional roll. Here's what I'm going to do for you. Since it's your second effort and your second try, I'm going to give you an upshift of 2 this time.
If I fail.
Upshift of 2
Right.
because of experience and the knowledge that you guys have still have. So I'm going to let you upshift it 2.
It'll be the +2, right?
Yes, it should be a +2 on there. Yep. Difficulty is still 20. Yes.
And so I'm just gonna go sit down on the side. Watch you guys play.
Oh, I did it even worse than before.
Oh, I'm so
not even-
sorry, you two. I'm so sorry. Perhaps give it a
I
rest
really
for a
wanted that
while
Power
and
Ranger.
recuperate yourselves.
Right.
Sorry, I want that
What?
Power Ranger. Go again.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna try again too.
Okay. Alan Sawyer?
I will
shit.
not. But when you guys are done, I think we need to talk about some of the weirdness that this carnival seems to have.
She said skill shifted too.
Should Sawyer get his specialization again since we already spent
Yeah.
our story point and it's like the same task?
It would still probably require another. I think it would still require another story point. Oh, critical success!
Oh my god, a 20 and a critical success.
Critical
Oh
success.
my god!
No.
I'm
Wow.
amazing.
That's a double crit.
That is the best I could have gotten.
So
Yes.
Ash, I want you to describe your
Oh, yes.
I want you to narrate this. How excellent you do this.
Yeah, so I think, like, I kind of push it again at the bottom and go wide, and I realize, wait, wide? I stand up and throw my arms out and actually walk up it on my feet,
Ooh.
ring the bell with my hand, and then do a backflip off.
You just hear a bunch of
Yes.
oohs and ahs and just applause just starts, just crowding around this area. As all this crowd was really getting into it now that you guys went up for like a second try. And you see the carny kind of looks at you. Let me see. I've got something. He has like a line. The carny's like, oh, wow. Wow. Hey, you win a prize. Which one do you want?
So now
Can-
that she has a
can-
critical success, can she use her persuasive ability to try to get both prizes?
Ooh.
Or but Lily also while they're doing that, Lily wants to do like a performance where she's like, check out Master Goose's preferred pupil. Would you like to learn how to be amazing? 8 minutes by the teacups.
Excellent.
It's only been 5 minutes.
There is a performance skill, right? You have a performance
Yes.
skill? Go ahead and make a performance test for us. I'm going to say because of the critical success, the difficulty on this is only going to be an 8.
Okay.
He says only, like we haven't constantly rolled less than that.
Okay, you said difficulty 8. 8.
8, yes.
That would be sad. You know what? It's a D6, so this better be. Come on.
Come on.
Hey, another critical
Hey.
success. Look at that. Excellent. Yeah, so this crowd seems to be in awe of you guys now all of a sudden. And with this performance and this gesturing towards the crowd, you can see a couple of them are like taking out their phones and like marking their calendars for like an alarm for 15 minutes to make sure they go over by the teacups. So like everybody's like starting to get, oh, yeah. And a couple of them come up. Goose is sitting over there, they're kind of dejected. And a couple of them come up.
Suddenly, people
yeah.
want flyers.
Yeah, I heard about your dojo. I'm going to come over and check it out. And then they kind of start walking on. And
Good.
You too can do that.
So about those prices.
So, Ash, what prize are
You
you
know.
picking?
He's gonna get so much more money from us. We should tell him he has to give us both because we get him more people who want to be better than her now.
You can argue that for me.
Summer's
Yeah.
most persuasive here.
Very much not.
I have good
Me neither.
persuasive, but I'm not good at rolling.
I have,
I have pretty good
I-
persuasive.
I'm
What do
not a
you
people
have?
person.
Yeah, if
I
anybody would
have
like
a-
to attempt, you could make a persuasion check.
I'm
I
a
can
back
definitely
up
do
on
that.
the ropes.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
I
Make
can
it,
try.
yeah, if you want to try, make a persuasion check against the carny. Difficulty on this is going to be 18 because, you know, he's a carny.
So double checking that crit that I got, did that add a story point?
Does it say it adds a
Can't
story point?
remember.
Double
I just
check
want to
that.
double check I'm tracking it.
Well, Matt, do I need a skill shift for the persuasion?
There will not be a skill shift. Well, actually, you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to allow you to make an upshift 1 because of the degree of success of Ash's performance there.
That was
Everybody wants to
crazy.
beat that. She did perfect.
That is never going to be repeated.
And it's an 8, correct?
An 8. No, 18. 18.
Sorry, 18.
Yeah, you're
18.
trying to to dupe a carny who's very
They're all gonna try walking on it now, and they're gonna bust their butts, and he's gonna make lots of
Alrighty.
money.
Let's go.
Oh,
Sweet Georgia Brown.
That's not yeah. You're not getting anything by this carny. Carny's like, all right, 1 prize, 1 success, 1 prize.
Alright.
I think we should just be happy he didn't take the prize away.
That's
My
Going to look.
persuasion skills in the carnival
I
are
look at-
rusty.
Right. I look at both Lily and Goose. Like,
I'm
any
okay.
preference?
No, I'm okay. You could give it to
Sure.
her. Yeah.
oh,
Fine.
absolutely.
all right, so I take
Triple out of the
purple one.
way.
So you taking the purple Power Ranger?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
Carny.
figured I would ask the two of them.
Carny removes it from the wall and hands it over to you, Ash. You now have a purple Power Ranger. It looks exactly like the character art by our artist X, who you should check out on
Go.
Twitter.
They're awesome.
So you guys have both the yellow stuffed Power Ranger and the purple stuffed Power Ranger.
Ash winning all the stuffed animals today. Well, you know, not people. You know what I mean. The stuffies. There you go. Stuffies. That's the word.
I
Stuffed
mean,
people
just
just
from
doesn't
that little
sound right.
prize still.
Yeah, I have 2 itsy
Yeah.
bitsy teeny weeny things.
Okay. Ash gets the stuffies, and you get the animals.
Yay.
And just at that moment, when you guys are kind of having this conversation, you hear some cheers come a little bit farther away from you to your left, and you all look over. And you can see standing there some sort of animal handler. And on this really long leash, there is attached to the end of it a 7.5-foot tall ostrich.
Whoa.
And it's just making its way, kind of walking around. People are like starting a circle around it. And it just turns its head, makes eye contact with each of you. And you get that image of as it just stares. And that's where we're going to end this episode of Power Rangers Jurassic Force.